Oh, Linus had it hands on. Okay, let's see it. Linus had a hands on. All right, the first Xbox handheld. Let's see it. Let's watch it. We're gonna do a live react. Let's see it.
It's an Xbox. It's an ROG Ally.
It's Xbox have so much stuff cooking.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
The Xbox ROG Ally X, and there's
thank you for the 2, by the way. So much. There's a lot of cope. I agree. There's a lot of cope. Ball. Thank you for the 17 months.
Banana Juju did comment on the video I made. I linked her the.
Oh, thank you, Onyx. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you for the 5. Did I appreciate that, man?
Bob is crashing hard. Smiley face.
Bob
emoji.
Is crashing hard. I believe
face
it.
Emoji.
I believe
Smiley
it.
face emoji.
I believe it. All right, let's see it. Thank you for the 2, Garuda.
There's a lot to unpack here because this is loaded with things that I have never seen before. For starters, this is my very first hands-on with the AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme, a Zen 5 16CU mobile gaming monster, if my first impressions are anything to go by.
Okay.
It's also the first time a third-party PC has ever borne the Xbox name. And even bigger, yes, than even those 2 other things, this is the first time.
Wait. Crab, are you serious?
Watch Bob be reforge.
Crab, are you for real? Crab
Xbox
L
again
take?
pays for Dead Station's life support.
Crab L take? Crab. Let me see if he's on the line. Hold on, guys. I got a ton of DMs. Give me a second. Crab L take? I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. That's crazy.
That the Xbox team has been given the power to dive under the hood and fundamentally alter the gaming experience on Windows. I'm talking Xbox team code right into the Windows branch. Like your PC boots directly to an Xbox full screen UI.
$80.
The Outer Worlds 2 is it.
Does Crab have a TikTok brain? Can Xbox Ally play pirate games? Guess we're doing a crab boil today, fellas.
It doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass, chat. It doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass. The game should not be $80 fucking. If the game is on Game Pass, that tells me that the game is already too expensive if you're okay for getting the game for $20. That's too much fucking money. It shouldn't be $80 fucking if it's on Game Pass. Does that logic not fit? Why is it $80?
I guess I need to start boiling that water.
How the fuck does Xbox consistently, every time, step on a fucking rake?
Xbox is AMD to place Dian's Nvidia.
Bro, exactly, idiot. There's, oh my God, dude. And I told motherfuckers, I told people, Mario Kart World being $80 is going to fuck up the entire industry. And what happens? Now we have Outer Worlds 2 that shouldn't be $80 fucking dollars as $80. Oh my God. How are they so fucking stupid? They're so fucking stupid, bro. Like, it shouldn't. If the ROG Ally is like $700, it's gonna flop. It's gonna flop. I didn't buy the Switch 2. What? Like, Ninja Gaiden is also 80, bro.
Alex, don't look at the ROG price.
Oh, no, we're going to look at it.
Rex Mac.
We're going to look at it.
Rex Mac. Near Haru.
We're going to look at it. 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 We're going to find it. Hold on. We're going to find it. We're going to find it. Pre-orders, pricing, and accessories coming soon.
I'm just gonna get a Steam Deck.
At launch this holiday, Ally X and Ally will be available in Australia, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, Mexico, New Zealand. But that's not the only thing to look forward to in the coming months. We'll share the details about Xbox LX, including pricing, compatible accessories, and pre-orders. Here's the hardware specs. Partner with Roblox. Early access to games from Xbox, leading PC storefronts, and more. Game bar in the Xbox app has been optimized. Xbox experience for handheld. Let's see. Let's just see what Linus says.
That brings together all your favorite games across Game Pass, Windows, and, yes, even leading third-party app stores. Not only that, but the Xbox team was given the power to trim the fat, so to speak, meaning that in the new gaming UI, non-essential processes, even the Windows desktop are simply not loaded, which frees up substantial system resources.
Good. Not loading the desktop is the way to go. That's the right move. That's the right fucking move.
They're quoting 2 gigabytes of RAM savings now and have made it very clear that they're not done yet. It's cliche, folks, but Valve appears to have awakened the giant, and this thing could be a game changer for handheld PC gaming. It's also cliche, but here's a
Valve doing the thing. Thank God.
To our sponsor.
No, we're not.
War Thunder.
Shut up.
Let's kick things off.
We will watch sponsors of other channels, not of Linus.
With the elephant in the room.
What's up, Princess Ashley? Thank you. I appreciate that.
The big, kind of funky looking elephant in the room.
Why is there, what is this Cthulhu tongue coming out of that fucking back of the bottom?
This is not a slim, sleek console like the Nintendo Switch 2.
No, it shouldn't be.
But that decision was made for a number of very good reasons. See, the goal from the Xbox team was to take the Xbox controller experience and translate that to a handheld PC. That means large, contoured grips, full-sized analog sticks, a subtly angled screen to improve neck ergonomics, and, in the X version, impulse triggers like we first saw with the Xbox One. I assumed Microsoft wouldn't provide competing devices at this first look, so I brought a whole backpack of them, and the most obvious one is, of course, the original Ally, and the interface is extremely similar, with only the rhombus-shaped Xbox button really being added by comparison.
2 is 70 on Steam.
If it's 70 on Steam, that means it's 80 on console, right?
Wait, did Xbox delay Fable, Forza, Halo C remake for next year on purpose? Is that a risk worth taking?
I don't know, Amber Pfizer. It could be. Maybe they're spacing it out to keep you on Game Pass as well. It's an elephant trunk joke? I got an elephant trunk for you, Lucky. Don't worry. The regular AlexxStreams is 900. Asus just increased the price. No way, Viper. Viper, no way. No way, Viper.
This is used to access the game bar overlay and armory crate, which raises...
I'd say this year's show was good but not as good as last year's. Clockwork, Outer Worlds, and NG4 look great, but come on, where the hell is Halo?
I don't think Halo's going to be ready for a long time. But I still think it was a solid show. It was a solid show.
This is an interesting question. What's the armory crate button here for then? I don't know. I've asked if maybe it could be a reconfigurable macro button going forward. I got a firm maybe on that. Realistically,
Okay.
A lot of things are still up in the air on this. The back is completely different and really shows how much Asus, probably with some help from the Microsoft team, has learned about ergonomics over the last couple of years. Even though this is a heavy device, very much like the AlexxStreams, which at least managed to lose the squared off corners, it feels lighter. And I was really unsure about the angled screen. Honestly, I kind of thought I'd hate it, but I completely forgot about it when I was using it, and it just feels natural. Of course, Asus isn't the only ones who makes handheld PCs, and some makers figured out that ergonomics were important right from the get-go. So how's it?
So here's my thought already. All right, there's two versions. We'll do two versions. Here's my thought already, is that if they are already de-bloating Windows for this Ally, then the rumors of the console having Steam as well as other things as well could totally happen. If they've removed the Windows desktop, then that means that they could do the console version of this specifically for your TV and give you like the full Xbox experience and everything else applied to it. 100%. 100%. Like that could be the case. Like flat out. And then that means that PlayStation games would be on Xbox. I do hope desktop PCs get this too. I'm coping? No, I'm just giving you the possibility of what it means. Stop the cap? I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Copium? No. That's what that means. That's what that means. That means that Steam will be on the next console. And then if that's the case, PlayStation games will be on Xbox.
Desktop better
Whole
get
slate.
this Xbox.
Literally whole slate. I hope it does, Daniel. Thank you for the two,
The
bro.
Gears of War
Literally whole slate.
2 is on Friday.
Is it? We got to check it out, Chief. And thank you for the two, bro.
J-Tech, if you're watching this, enjoyed the Copes session.
Thank you for the 5. If that's the case,
No
and this is
SART
pulled
3
off.
date. Why release a trailer 5 years ago?
No SOD. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that game is under like development hell. It could be crazy. All right, let's see what happens.
There are two versions of the Xbox Ally, and
Okay.
there are enough differences between them that you will not want to accidentally buy the wrong one. From the outside, the X version is black versus white, with impulse triggers and an upgraded Thunderbolt-compatible USB 4 port next to the regular USB 3.2 Gen 2.
Okay.
This port allows the use of powerful external GPUs. But that's about it. Across both, we get the same I/O that will be familiar to owners of previous generation Allies, with a volume rocker, UHS 2 microSD card, 3.5mm combo jack, and a power button with Windows Hello fingerprint reading. No biggie so far then. But inside?
No, chat, you guys lied. Look.
Can't wait for the next PlayStation interactive film.
Outer Worlds 2 on Steam. $80 fucking dollars.
He's out of line, but he's right, that would make gaming more free and open. Also I guess we're not getting new Mech Assault, making Phil Spencer liar. Wait, Sony has games?
That's right, Vanishing Dragon. Thank you for the 2. No, what this means is that games that are money hatted away from Xbox can't be money hatted away from Xbox anymore because they're just going to be on PC. So unless they just don't put their games onto the PC platform at all, which they're not going to stop doing, you got every game on your Xbox handheld now. At least it's not $89.99 yet. Yeah, true, yet. It's not $90 yet. Then it won't be $100 yet. Dude, what the fuck?
It's not an $80 game, it's $99.99.
Oh, you're right. My bad, you're right. Jesus Christ, bro.
These are very, very different beasts. The Xbox Ally X features a cutting-edge AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme processor with 3 Zen 5 and 5 Zen 5C cores, 24 gigs of lightning-fast, 8,000 megatransfer per second LPDDR5X memory, a terabyte of storage.
Idea. Important part. Let's do the game library part. It sucks because Game Pass discount makes it 70. Yeah, Daniel, that's what it is. That's the bullshit part. So that's crazy to me.
Here was to bring all your games together in one place. And I know, I can already see the XKCD comic in my mind's eye. But this implementation looks like one that I might idea here was to bring all your games together.
I haven't looked at SKCD in like 20 years.
They're in one place. And I know.
There are 14 competing standards. 14 ridiculous. We need to develop one universal standard that covers everyone's use cases. Yeah. Situation, there are 15 competing standards. That is so fucking true. That's literally it. That is literally it. That was exactly GOG Galaxy. That was exactly GOG Galaxy. To the letter. To the fucking letter.
I can already see the XKCD comic in my mind's eye. But this implementation looks like one that I might actually want to use, bringing together your Windows games, your Game Pass games, your cloud-streamed games, and even remote play from your Xbox console, allowing you to quickly and easily synchronize your progress and achievements and your recently played titles so you can just grab and go and game anywhere. The new game bar also, honestly, kind of sick. For the first time...
So it sounds like it's not playing digitally owned 360 games. Unless they fix that.
I blame Sony for this. First $70 and then Nintendo with $80. Happy hashtag pride to
Thank
my
you for the
fat
5
power
anarchy.
Bottom. Pride flag
Thank
emoji.
you for the 5 anarchy. So, unless, excuse me, because there were updates that just saw on the PC gaming app that showed old 360 games and old Xbox One games. So unless they do something like that specifically, then I can see that. Unless you can play them remote. Yeah, Xander. So cloud and remote only for now? Yeah. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Do you ever said please and thank you? Are you a good boy? Yes, sir. Are you a bad boy? No, sir. Look to your left. That's your left. This is your left. That's your left. All right.
Ever I have wanted a hotkey to access the game bar. Who'da thunk it? Instead of a big, cluttery full screen interface, they used the shoulder buttons to flip through menus in a way that was, honestly, intuitive to me within seconds of my hands-on time. They also showed off gamepad support, by the way, for entering pins from the Windows lock screen. It was super cool. And all of this sounds great, at least for the privileged few who own an Xbox Ally X, but what about the rest of us? Well, coming back to the vision, Hiding away at the bottom of one of the slides
vision.
was a very interesting little nugget that described these innovations as being great for handhelds like the Xbox Ally and Ally X. That like is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Sure is.
While the highlight today is obviously the partnership with Asus ROG, when the Xbox team got jacked into Windows development, it seems to me that they weren't tasked with cleaning up Windows gaming for one premium handheld device. My impression is that they were tasked with cleaning it up more broadly and bringing it in line with Microsoft's vision that in the future, every screen is an Xbox. So I think that at some point, we can expect general Windows users to benefit immensely from these developments, many of which are positioned as long-term projects that will be constantly improved with feedback from both partners.
Yeah, if you could play Concord on this. Oh, wait, yeah. Whoa, Concord, what?
And from gamers,
thank you for the 2, Adam.
Which is a really good thing because while I couldn't get a firm answer on pricing of these new allies, I'm expecting
$8.99. That's where it's gonna be, Chad. That bitch is dead. That's the regular one. Okay, that's not the price. That's not the price. But this is what it costs right now for the Ally X. This is what it costs right now for the Ally X. That's not the price. My guess is it's gonna be that price. That's my guess, and it's gonna be that fucking price. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it, chat? Let me find the chat. Let's just go ahead. Let's just if it's 900. If that bitch is 900, if that bitch is 900, maybe higher. If that bitch is $900, I swear to God, dude. Yeah, they may have to they better subsidize the dev bill. Yeah, stay with your Steam Deck. It's a PC, so is my Steam Deck. There's literally no reason for it to be $1,000. None.
Them to be more in line with previous allies than with Microsoft's traditional console competitors.
Yeah,
they're gonna hurt a little. Almost as much as I feel like the Xbox folks watching people like me lament the death of handheld gaming on Windows have hurt. What? First, they must have been hurt because they knew that what we were saying was true and they were powerless to fix it. And then it must have hurt because they knew that they'd finally been given the power to do something to fix Windows gaming, but they've been stuck operating in stealth mode.
Thank you, Xbox, for the Steam Deck advertainment.
Yeah, thank you, Xbox. True, PDFO. Thank you for the 2.
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag and they're ready to talk about it, the energy is palpable, both from Asus and Microsoft, and also from the other folks that have laid hands on these devices. I'm also feeling another kind of energy, the energy to tell you about our sponsor.
No, we don't. We don't care.